So if I have to go and approach a guru and ask, can I be your Shishya? How should I ask that question?
No, no true guru would deny it, but he will ask, what do you want?
Yeah, so I think those are the follow-up question is like, what kind of commitment I should be signing up for? What I'm signing up for?
Agreement, say.
No, it's like try to.
There is an agreement saying here, not that he will hold you to it.
No, it's
also
about my commitment.
Yeah. So the commitment is essentially to be true and honest to yourself and follow what is being taught to the T. Because he doesn't want to waste time, nor you want to waste time with him. So he is very clear that what I tell you, if you want to really learn and grow, yes, you should follow it. Not that he will go on questioning it whether you are following it or not, because a true teacher is one who opens up your mind and makes you start thinking differently. And once you start developing the ability to think differently, then he has to only give certain direction. It's not that do's and don'ts, or do this, don't do this, do this, don't. That's not the way it is. Teaching is not about do's and don'ts. Teaching is about how to and how not to. How not to think or how not to do things and how to do things. And based upon the maturity of the student, so will be the treatment of the subject. So the raw student probably needs more attention, more hand-holding than a person who thinks a little better, little more. So in the Upanishad it is said, the student reaches after having clearly understood there is no true happiness that comes out of anything that one achieves in this world. Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmana nirvedamayat nastya kritakritena tat vijnanantam sagurume vavidachet savitmani shodhyam brahmanishnam. It is said in the Upanishad that such a person, a student, a qualified student is one who has understood that the uncreated happiness cannot be a product of action. Costless happiness cannot be a product of anything. So, how to reach that costless, meaningless happiness? That is why he goes to a teacher. How do I reach that state of costless happiness? Which means what? I already have it, I don't know where it is. Meaning, I don't know how to access it. It's not that I have to do something to get it, I have to stop doing to get it. It's like, as I said the other day, if you want to go to sleep, you stop doing. But doing, you cannot go to sleep. What can you do to go to sleep? Similarly, that uncaused happiness which I am not able to access that because I am busy with something else. How do I stop doing things which denies me happiness? So then the teacher would speak about the beginning and the end, the limitations of the action and how knowledge will help you to access. See, I always give this as an example. This man was sitting in a room facing a wall and crying loud, saying that I'm caught in this prison. Right in front of me is a wall, a huge wall, no windows. And this side, wall. This side is a wall. Below is a floor. Above the ceiling. I have no way to go anywhere. Crying out, please somebody help me. Then there is a tap on the shoulder. Get up. You are already free. So you thought even turning around and said, how do you say I'm free? There's a wall here, wall on the right side, wall on the left side, wall, ceiling above, the floor isn't. How am I free? The fellow from behind, he said, "Oh, how do you think I came in?" Yeah, where you look behind? Behind there is nothing. Open. Wow, I became free. You were free before also. We're not looking correctly. That's what it is. See, the teacher's role is ajnana nashanam, removal of ignorance. Hmm. See, that is in Vedanta what we say, jnanam tu na karakam parantu jnapakam. Knowledge is that, true knowledge is that does not ask you to do anything. It is only make you remember what is forgotten. Jnapakaartham jnanam na karakaartham. करने के लिए नहीं, सोचने के लिए. हम लोग सोचते नहीं. It's a problem with us. We don't think. What did the teacher say? Look with me. Then, oh, now I am free. You are always free. Why do you think you are free? Nobody know. Earlier you did not know. Now you know. It's all right. So a true teacher would not hold the student. He doesn't, make the student a slave to listen to him. No. He will guide him in such a way that he will become free. In fact, the guru doesn't expect the student to come back again. If he comes back again, there's a problem. You not understood. Once I give you it, it's just out.
Swamiji, you quoted a verse of Bhagavad Gita about Vasanakshayam. Which work of Acharya is that?
Which one?
On Vasanakshayam, you quoted a verse of Bhagavad Gita.
Vivek.
Vivek.
Then, any questions?
Swamiji, can you please explain the meaning of the fifth line, second part?
Baddha Vaisakha Adhina Sthiti. Deenatva means Dina is it is not dha, it is not the, it is dha. So Sthiti, one whose state is dependent, not independent. Adhina. Sthitim adhina. Sthiti adhina means one who depends upon the sthiti. One who depends upon situations. So such a person is indeed bound. Bhatta Vaisa. He needs a support, he needs a dependence, he needs something to hold him. So he is not able to find independence. That's why he said Baddha Vaisaha Adhina Sthiti. Whereas the D, not the D that used for Dina Bandhu, Dina, there it is, Dina means helpless. Here, Dhi. Adhina means one who is dependent. आपका अधीन है मैं नहीं है डिपेंडिंग ऑन यू. Yes.
Swamiji talked about Nishiddha Karma yesterday. So how do we raise children so that they have that clarity of Nishiddha Karma? and when they are without us, they are making the right call.
When they are?
When they are without parents and go to college, how in that environment of pressure do they not succumb to Nishiddha Karma? college or wherever when they're alone, on their own.
And believe in their maturity, that's all. What can you do? You cannot go on street with them. Or call out, what are you doing? Are you, when you are hungry, are you eating? I didn't know that. What when angry, what people do? Mom, thanks. I really understood now. When I'm hungry, I have to eat. Don't make them so stupid. Okay? Because you do love, no doubt, the children, but don't love in such a way that they remain stupid. They have to become independently doing their things even as they grow up. Then only when they go out, when they are all by themselves, they are able to take decisions on their own. If you keep doing it only for them all the time, they will not be able to withstand even simple failures. You know, many of the kids who are pampered so much, even small failures, they feel like committing suicide. Why? Because they never know what is no. At home when they are there, deprive them even as they ask for it. No, making them realize the world does not act according to your whims. At home, if you even before they ask when you give, they will not know what is no. What is called failure. They have to learn through the failures. You have to make sure that they are able to withstand deprivation and ready to face it. That strength should come. Then only you know when they go out, they are capable of handling themselves. Yes.
My question is about the productive leverage what we have. So, like for example, if I'm like at home, I have to give food. So, like that is my productive level to give food. Like, but how much variety? Like when the comparison comes, when the kid comes, oh, she's the having. So I have put like.
She's what?
So, like the variety, like how much, like where's the thin line where we define that? Because we get tired doing that. So when that time is taken from the sadhana, we don't read that night or we don't. So there is a thin line, like where to stop, like how to define that, okay, my work is to give nourishment to the family, not the variety. But that variety is a need these days. Where to define?
See, you spoil the people around you. Right? You say this much only I can do. Beyond that I'm not comfortable. So you start giving variety, then they ask for variety. You define your menu for scripture. This is only I can do. Anyway, the point is that, see, when it comes to this study of Vedanta, etc., it's more of reflection and thinking more than acting, doing something. Whereas in the traditional way of thinking, you have to do worship and then puja and then the mantra japa and this and ritual. And we feel that we are really doing something religious only when we do all these things. Whereas when you start understanding the correct teachings of Gita, etc., it's more of how you perceive things, how you look at and how do you deal and how do you respond to situations. That is crucial than physically doing anything like of many other festivities and this and that. No doubt that brings some joy, participation. But that in the process we get too tired. And we have no time to think. Right? So when you send your children to school, what they learn over 10 or 11, 12 years is the ability to think about a subject. That's math or whatever. Because they are given that input about various aspects of that subject so that the child is capable of thinking independently. A teacher, a math teacher for example, he puts down a problem and shows how it can be solved is only to show the method of thinking. It's not the same problem will come to the child in the test. Is it not? Oh, this I did not know. Meaning what? The child has not independently thought, this is only a method and not exact thing will happen in the exam. Correct? So, in the same way, Vedanta gives the method of thinking. And once you know the method of thinking, then you do not need to do physically anything about it. Then it happens in the way you perceive things. So the festivities, etc., are more cultural than anything else, I would say. It's only to bring your attention to God. In the name of fasting and feasting, we get lost in that completely. Sabudana khichdi, so much of ghee and so much of starch, it is like a cement inside. But that, we get caught up in that. And the very many spirit of it is lost. Ekadashi, Tupatakashi, Tupakashi, what is it? Tupa. What is it? Tupa? Tupa means ghee. Tupakashi. Ghee. Why Ekadashi? What is the point? So, you define. This is my limit. That's where I finish. You stretch yourself, people will stretch you. Yes.
Hariom Swamiji, how can I motivate myself to be more excellent in my profession? Not just go to work, do what is required and come home, because I feel like I'm trying not to set a lot of materialistic goals, like, oh, we should go for promotion or this and that, but people who are doing that are going ahead, and those people are doing good work also. So how is it wrong to do that?
See, we always think that money is not necessary. No organization will run without the required amount of wealth or resources. In Chinmaya Mission, it means, and if you are conducting a program like this, obviously you have to spend some money, etc. It's not that everything is available free. So, but when an organization is working for profit, the main question is, profit for what? Your organization is working for profit, I understood. But the profit is for what? If it is for personal gratification and having maximum money in my own bank, then it is something to be questioned. But that very profit is for benefiting the society, then just go for it. Nothing wrong in that. What did Bhagavan say at the end? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdara, Tatra Sri Vijaya Dhuti Dhruva Niti Matir Mama. Where there is Krishna, the spiritual knowledge, where there is Arjun, the active individual, together there is prosperity, there is plenty, there is justice. What does it mean? Meaning, with the spiritual knowledge, when you engage in the world, even as you make the profit, that profit is meant for what? For benefiting maximum people, not for my personal gains. When we open up that, Yajñārtāt karmanonyatra lokoyam karma. May I also work for greater profit, and for which if I need to engage in learning new skills, let me do so. But that profit is for what? Profit is for giving to the society. See, one boy came to me and he finished his law long time back, and he came to me and said, I recently, 2 years back, I went to Africa and I saw the dire conditions of the people. They are all suffering and they have no proper drainage, no proper water source. So I want to go and help those people there. I said, to help those people, why did you study law? Could have gone before also. The very fact that you studied law is, no doubt you want to go and help, but start excelling in your profession and while you excel in profession, you make money. 1 month you go to Africa and then help them with that money that you have gained. If you are also Daritra, you go there and you become a poor healthcare also. What are you going to do? So when I get the wealth, and I know why I want it, and I go to the places where it can be used. So your attitude towards money would change. Not for me, but I make money for what? So that I can help people. Think about it. Gurudev was a journalist, correct? To start with. Then he went and learned under Swami Shivananda. What did he do afterwards? Swami Shivananda. What did he do? He went back to the world. To do what? Same thing. Earlier he was writing, now you are talking. Did he change his profession? No. I would say no. He changed it. The purpose has changed. Swami Shivananda was a doctor, Malaysia. Then he came to India to learn yoga. And then what? Did what? Tell me. He opened a dispensary. He did not use his knowledge. His knowledge of medicine he used to serve the poor. And whatever money he got out of his writings, his lecture, and the devotees came and gave to him, what did he do? Made the dispensary, had procured more medicine, and gave it free to people in the villages there. Tell me, what did he do? So you being in a profession does not mean you should not engage in professional skills and develop and even go for promotion. What's wrong with that? But your mind is clear. I get promotion, I get more money, and to help more people. So there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, we'll conclude.